Welcome back to Spare Change, everybody. Today we're looking at Passengers in 4K and also the 3D Blu-ray.
But first, let's take a look at the package artwork, see what's inside. Inside the case, you'll get the 4K, standard, and 3D Blu-rays. Special features will be on the standard Blu-ray. You also get a digital download code.
Okay, we're back. We just finished watching the 4K version and the 3D version. Let's start with the 4K. Shane, what are your thoughts on the quality of the 4K?
Great quality. This is the first movie shot with the Alexa 65 camera. 6.5K, 4K digital intermediate, also Dolby Atmos surround sound. Fantastic. Opening sequence of the movie.
Mind-blowing.
Very good.
Black levels, you're in space, stellar. Really good choice of words for this movie in terms of the space, the black levels, stars, HDR, everything.
Like Bill said, great black levels. If you're looking at the space shots, exterior shots, from black to gray, no color banding, no kind of gradations going on there.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Detail.
Detail is amazing.
Quality. There's some shots, interior helmet shots of Chris Pratt's face, his nose. You can see his pores. Look at the little offsetting. It was so clear.
Yeah, yeah. There's some really amazing detail. There's an Easter egg in there, some little creature that shouldn't be on a spaceship. You know, if you see it, leave us a note in the comments
Down below. As
far as we're talking, the details in the 4K. Jennifer Lawrence, she needs to have a pedicure done before she filmed that scene because there's a little bit of a callus on one of her small toes. I know it's kind of nitpicking, but that's what we're talking about, the level of detail in this 4K.
Wide color gamut, especially, like we said, the outdoor scenes, outdoor shots.
Yeah.
Great black levels compared to the standard 2K Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the blacks kind of blend in with each other. 4K, there's detail that's missing within the standard Blu-ray.
Absolutely.
Don't watch the Blu-ray. Watch the 4K disc if you have the option.
There's some scenes with the HDR really lends itself in terms of, so it's not a real big action movie, but there are some action scenes that really lend itself. They pass by a red star, red giant. Really, really nice detail. If ever you're going to see some color banding, it would be in that scene, but it does it perfectly with the HDR. There are also some scenes where there's fire in space. Now, generally, we would think with a bright scene like that, either the space would gray out and you'd have just the bright spots in the flame. In this case, you get all the black and you get the gradations in color in the flames. So I was really impressed by that.
Great resolution, great textures, great details, especially the steel within the hallways, corridors of the ship.
Yeah.
Awesome quality. Like I said, this film was shot in 6.5K. Reference quality, great detail. Ranks right up there with Billy Lynn.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah.
You want to show off that display quality? Pop this disc in.
Yeah, this is definitely reference quality disc as far as the 4K is concerned.
Now, audio quality, again with the opening shot. The movie is in Atmos. Massive amounts of bass.
Massive. This will definitely be a reference test for your subs. If you can turn the volume up, really enjoy it because it's going to shake the house on the foundations. The Atmos, there's some scenes where the ship is rotating in space, and you can hear the engines and the displacement kind of going all around you. But what really stood out in terms of the sound quality was the bass response for some of the engine scenes and some other scenes as well.
Right. Not really an aggressive mix. It's not an action movie. It's not a space. It's not Star Wars.
Right, not Star Wars at all.
You're going to get a lot of ambient effects going on overhead.
Right.
Obviously, sides behind you.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like you're inside the interior of a ship. You can hear little creaks, little groans here and there.
It's also, you're in a big, basically it's a flying mall. So you hear the overhead speakers making announcements and things like that. And it is very very spacious in that regard. But overall, there's not a lot going on audio-wise.
Yeah. Video quality, good solid 9. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Absolutely, this is
quality.
reference standard without a doubt. I would give it a 9, 9.5. I don't believe in 10s because everything is 10 is perfect and nothing's perfect.
Audio quality, I'm gonna give it a good solid 7.5, 8 for audio quality, just for the ambient effects, for the atmosphere that you're gonna get throughout the movie.
Yeah, I agree. 7.5, solid 7.5. The bass, again, it's primarily bass, but it's really going to shake your house.
Now for the 3D version.
Well, some really good quality 3D for the exterior shots on the ship. That stuff is all CGI. They were able to give it a ton of depth. I mean, literally, if you're watching on a big screen, strap yourself in because you're going to want to dive right into it. It's really attractive.
Right, exterior shots, good depth. A lot of good depth within your screen barrier. You could feel like you can jump right in there. Most of the movie, I'm going to say 80%, maybe 85, 90% is all interior. It takes place inside the ship.
Yeah.
3D doesn't really lend a lot of benefit to this movie at all. If you're going to watch it, I'd say watch it in the 4K.
If you have the ability to watch in 4K, it's definitely a 4K versus a 3D.
Yeah, definitely softer looking as well. Not a lot of detail in facial features, textures, stuff like that.
Right. If you want to do like a direct comparison, I would compare the helmet scenes where they're in their spacesuits with the helmets. The detail in 4K is stunning, as Shane said, even off-putting. But in 3D Blu-ray, it's much softer, much easier on the eyes.
If you're gonna watch it in 2D standard Blu-ray or 3D, I'd say go with 3D. It's definitely a better experience. If you're gonna watch it in 3D or standard Blu-ray, go for 3D.
There are some shots that I would watch it in 3D just to get the shots of the exterior. There's a shot of gravity loss within the ship, and that lends itself to some really nice effects in terms of a few things pop out and just some really nice spatial textures in terms of liquids in space.
Yeah, the film itself, I know it got pretty negative reviews, but for what I thought, it was an okay movie.
I really enjoyed it. I'm a big sci-fi fan, so I'm probably a little more lenient in terms of the critics, what they look for. But in terms of rewatchability or replayability, I mean, I'd give it a solid 2-3, 3-4. Yeah, let's say 3-4.
Yeah, it's not that good, but hey, if you want to show off that display, reference quality picture.
Yeah, if you're watching it again, you're not watching it for the story, you're watching it for the visuals.
For sure. For the parents out there, safe movie to show the kids.
Yeah, PG-13, no violence really, no language at all. Brief suggested nudity. That's it.
Safe for the children.
Absolutely. If I had kids, I'd let them watch it.
All right, guys. That's our thoughts and review on Passengers 4K, also 3D. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys again in the next video.
Cheers.